Here's how much profit I made over a couple things I sold recently on Poshmark and eBay. First up is a humbling sale with this Gucci Yankees collab coat. It took a little over a year to sell. It sold about 30% off the listing price and I lost $41 on this. Super happy about the cash flow that's gonna be coming in from this, but not very happy about the profit. This, I don't know. It was one of those things where there wasn't much information and I was like, but this is such a good collab jacket, and don't get me wrong, it got a lot of likes on it, but there really wasn't many offers that ever came in. This was just such a high ticket item. I was really waiting for like that one person to get it, and eventually I really just had to sell it at like a really great discount for somebody to be able to buy it. It's also an item that really is only going to sell in the cold winter time, not even like the fall time, so I had a very small window of when it was going to sell, and I knew I really wanted it to be gone this season, especially because it takes up so much space. So when it comes to investing a lot in specific pieces, especially if you're more new about it, it is a little bit more of a safer bet if you're paying more for items and putting a little bit more risk into items that have the potential to sell all year round, and not something that is super seasonal, like maybe even like a swimsuit beach type item or like a heavy winter coat like this item. Next up is this Hyacinth House blouse. It took about 4 months to sell. It also sold about 30% off the listing price, and I made $14 off this. This is after like the promotions I have and such on eBay. This, I realized I had the spelling wrong. I spelled house H-O-U-E-S instead of the correct way. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it, because it still had a lot of likes on the item, so people were obviously finding it. I think putting it under Tuckanuck as the brand definitely helped with that. But I will say, with Tuckanuck blouses, the different brands that they have, that they sell on the site, you're really only looking at between like $50 and $80 in terms of a sale price. I bought this and I paid like $28 for it at like a Crossroads, and I don't know why I thought it was gonna be cheaper, but I knew immediately after buying it that I had paid too much, so I kind of expected to not make a ton of profit. But I was like, instead of having to return it, like whatever, I'll just make like 10 bucks. So I think I also got it like when I was traveling, and I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, if you can return to like a Crossroads from a different state if you're traveling, or if you can like return it to the same home state. I don't know, but I kind of figured this out. I really wouldn't pay over like $15 for these type of blouses. Of course, there might be like a certain style it's super good, but just like as a general sense, you know. Next up is this Ralph Lauren blazer. It only took 1 month to sell. It sold 24% off the listing price, and I made a $127 profit for it. If you find any kind of like Ralph Lauren vintage label, especially blazers, coats, and things that are like classic like this do tend to do really well too, definitely pick them up and make sure you're listing on eBay. I find them do a lot better over there. I think I have another like fireman jacket. That one actually also sold, and it's like other long trench duffel coat that sold. I think they just do so much better. They have the audience on eBay versus Poshmark. I can't sell on Poshmark, but the fees are just also so much higher there that I just love listing this kind of stuff on eBay. And lastly is this Reformation dress. It took 4 months to sell. It sold 28% off the listing price. I only made a $25 profit off of this item. So this is actually an example of what I've been going through since the fee change, and I've been trying to like relist the items I had sent out deeper offers for. So kind of backstory, the day before the fees change, I had went ahead and sent out some like deeper offers on the listings in order to try to get them sold on the, I guess, the lower percentage fees. And because those offers were still on the listing, once the 24th came around, people were trying to send offers and try to get that price that I had sent out with the like lower offer fee, and like I just can't accept that kind of offer when it's 20% again. So I've had so many people try to send lower offers, trying to counter similar to that lower price. And so in order to just be like, no, like I can't accept those offers, I'm just relisting everything, especially things that I have sent out those lower offers on. So I know you probably were experiencing that too, but it's a little bit frustrating. I know they're having that like rebate thing going on. I still don't fully understand it, but hopefully that should help with this time period and might even change some of the profits I have going on. I'm making a video soon about how my sales have been since the fee change again, and just my overall thoughts about it, so stay tuned for that.